Ashikila, and this is our group. We are from 80.17, and today's video subject are AGR 113. These videos topic are from chapter 7, which is market structure. The definition of market are a setup that makes it easier to acquire and sell certain goods and services and more. It is also a place to do business. The definition of market structure are the number and amount of buyers and sellers in the market for certain things and services. There are 4 types of market classification, which is perfect competition, monopoly, monopolistic competition, and oligopoly. Today's main focus are monopoly. This video has 15 contents, and each of my group mates will talk about it. The number refers to the page of the slide. First, let me introduce you to monopoly. Monopoly is when there are only one producer of a goods that has no substitutes. There are also no rivals since they are the only vendor of the goods. The entry of other firms are also restricted. In Malaysia, there are TNB and Telekom Malaysia. Google, Microsoft, and Facebook are a worldwide monopoly market. There are 5 characteristics for this market. There are only one seller, meaning that there will have a large number of buyers. They are also the price maker. Their advertisements are based on their product, if it's required to have ads or not. The product also does not have close substitutes, and there will be no rivals because of their entry-level restriction.
There are several common types of barriers to entry. First, control over the raw material. The raw material supply conducted by the only one ownership. Second, which is patents and the copyright, which is to encourage the inventiveness. Third, which is cost of establishing an efficient plant, which is the natural monopoly, that the firms can afford the product at the lower price compared to the competitors. And fourth, the government franchise, which is the tender of the project is awarded by the government to the certain firm to be handled. For demand curve and elasticity of demand, we know that the monopoly will get downward sloping, and for the elasticity of demand, when the price is higher, the demand is inelastic, and when the price is at lower, then the demand is elastic. In the monopoly market structure, there is also short-run equilibrium, so it can be determined by 2 approaches, using total approaches and the marginal approaches. Total approaches, we are using total revenue minus the total cost, but if we are using marginal approach, we need to have the same amount of marginal revenue and marginal cost. It needs to be equal. Determination of price output in the short run possibly have 3 types of profit can be defined into supernormal, normal, and subnormal. For the supernormal, our total revenue is greater than the total cost. That means our economics is profit. But if normal, our total revenue and the total cost is equal. So that means it's break-even point. So for the subnormal, our total revenue is less than the total cost, which is our economic is loss. As we know, the long-run equilibrium can only achieve supernormal profit. Other than that, monopolies having the biggest opportunity among of the market structure to achieve the greater flexibility in the long run because the firms can modify usually. For example, the size of the plants can be modified to minimize the uses of costs.
The meaning of price discrimination is refers to the selling or charging different prices by a firm to different buyers for the same product. Next is the price of discrimination. The price of discrimination consists of three degrees. The first degree is the monopolist knows the maximum price the buyer willing to pay. The first degree is explained by the when firm charges different price for each unit sold. For the example, it is auction. Auction is the bid of price. The buyer will choose the highest price of the bidder. Next, the second degree of the price discrimination. The second degree of price discrimination is explained by the products grouped into blocks and each is charged differently. For the easiest example is the photocopying. For the last one is the third degree of the price discrimination. The price degree of the third discrimination is the market divided into many sub-markets or subgroups. It also explained by the price charged depend on the elasticity of the demand. For the next part is the differences between the perfect competition and the monopoly. For the perfect competition, the characteristics are: number one is the large number of sellers selling for the same product. For number two of the characteristic is the price takers. And third is the free entry and exit. Fourth is the perfectly elastic. For the monopoly of the characteristic is the single seller of the product, which has no substitute. Second is the price maker. Third is the barrier to entry. Fourth, it is used the sloping downward demand curve. For the long run equilibrium aspects, perfect competition is normal profit, while the monopoly market structure is supernormal. Then, for the price and quantity aspects, perfect competition is lower price charge than monopoly, and it is the higher equilibrium quantity. For the monopoly, it is higher price charge than perfect competition and lower equilibrium quantity. Lastly, efficiency aspects. Perfect competition is more efficient than monopoly, while the monopoly has resources to enjoy economy of scale.